Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to N-Dowd Empire. We're doing our live discussion. Keep in mind, feel free to join in the discussion tonight. We're going to be talking to Kiki. We're going to be discussing healing from sexual assault and trauma, a topic that's very close to my heart. And I'm very honored that C is willing to share her experience with us for the first time. So we'll be back in a second. Hey, how are you? We
I'm
already
good.
have already got some support from your family.
Hi, family.
Carissa, she said she supported her family. She loved, oh, Jersey. I was in Jersey for a couple years. Are you originally from Jersey?
Yes, I'm a
Where?
Jersey girl. East Orange.
Okay, I was in Jersey City for a bit. I rode through
Okay,
East
that's
Orange.
close to home. That's
Did
close to
some
home.
shenanigans. So when did you come to North Carolina?
I moved to Carolina in 2006.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
big
might as well
difference.
say I'm kind of in between now. Carolina has definitely been
Uh-huh.
home for quite
Yeah,
some
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, your people are in the house thick. Janine, you gonna be Jersey tonight, okay?
I'm gonna represent. My fiance is actually still back in Jersey, so I'm just waiting for him to come on down.
Uh, oh, it's definitely cheaper to be here. Definitely, definitely.
Absolutely.
But thank you for having me talk to you about this. This is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart because I'm also a victim of sexual assault. And um, just when you hear about it, it seems like in the Black community it's very common, but it's something that's not discussed, which is crazy, right? So I was very, when I actually talked to you, I was very, I love the fact that you're on the same page with me as like, we need to be more vocal about this in our community. And it needs to be not something that's so taboo or something that's people are embarrassed about because we need to heal, right?
Absolutely.
So before we get into that, there is a clip that I want to share from. I always mess up this woman's name. Is it Ayana?
Ayana.
Ayana. Okay. So I love her show, Fix My Life, and she has these very powerful discussions. And on this particular segment, she was talking to men who have all been sexually assaulted. And she's in this clip, she's speaking about the difference between coping and healing. And this one definitely hit home.
Okay.
Mm. That part, the ending for that, it really put everything into perspective for me about how we think we're healed, but we're actually coping, right? So that was deep. Also, I want to bring into the room Anissa. Hey, Anissa.
Oh, hi.
So she was instrumental in bringing us together.
And I first would like to say, if you don't mind, Capri, it's just from the bottom of my heart, I really want to thank the vast family, the founder, Anissa, for definitely connecting you and I, because this is something that has been in my heart for a number of years. And just a brief conversation with her within a matter of weeks, she did what she did, which is her snaps. And now this is where we're at tonight. So I just really, from the bottom of my heart, just sincerely thank her and Bass. And thank you as well, Capri.
Oh, yeah. No, see, Anissa hit me up and she messaged me and she was like, I got this girl. She has been through so much and I really feel like y'all need to talk. I feel like she has, her story is so powerful. So Anissa set this up. So thank you, Anissa.
Yeah, I just want
And,
to thank both of you both. I want to thank you for having Keisha on. Keisha, I want to thank you for being the brave soul that you are to be a voice for a lot of people that don't have a voice. And it
Thank
takes a
you.
very strong soul to come out and put yourself on the line for so many people who are not willing to do it. So I thank you.
Thank you.
mhm.
Salute.
Yeah. So now you say you wanted something you wanted to talk about, Anissa. You wanted to bring to Kiki.
Well, as we were just having our conversations, and she was telling me about, some of the things that she wanted to do, she shared her story with me.
Mm,
And it was just so heartwarming that somebody would be willing to be shamed, um, and all kind of things that, because this is a conversation that we don't have at our dinner tables. And it's a
mhm,
lot of things that, our community hides.
mhm.
And I'm just thankful that she's willing to stand up and be a voice for so many people who can't do it. And I just, looking forward to hearing her story and, sharing her story and supporting her on her journey to supporting other, people.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you, Anissa, for being here. We will see you in the comments.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Love you.
All right. Love you,
Bye.
ladies.
Love you, Lisa.
Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Um, so let's start with your first case of molestation. When did this happen?
1983. I was the
Mhm.
age of 5 years of age.
Okay.
Um, had just lost my biological mom to breast cancer.
Mhm.
And, up until that point, life was definitely great. But, once she had passed away, the doors were open for everybody.
Mhm.
And so, um, unfortunately, me not really knowing any better,
Mhm.
I felt a victim,
Mhm.
easily, you
Oh,
know.
yeah, at that young of an age. So when you're that young now, is it like you remember bits and pieces, or is it very still vivid for you?
I was
When you're
vivid. I
that,
remember every detail.
mm-hmm.
It, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember it just as
'Cause
clear as day.
yeah, I was curious about it because I've heard of people where I guess there's like a period of time as they get older where it's completely gone, and then it's like all of a sudden it hits them, and they realize what happened to them when they were around that age. So that's not how it happened for you. It just stayed with you throughout.
Stayed with me throughout. Um,
Hmm.
it definitely stayed within me, but it
Now,
was something that was buried, you know.
okay, Yes, because that's what I was going to ask you. Because you were so young, did you think that was normal when you're that young?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, I did,
Mm-hmm.
because I was exposed to so much once my mom had passed away.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, being
Mm-hmm.
put into adult situations that early
Mm-hmm.
was definitely like I was grown. By the time I was the age of, I would say, by the time I was 10, I was already, I would say 20, 25,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and that was because of adult situations just basically put into my lap.
Yeah. Was it just you? You were only child?
Actually, no, I have an older brother. We are 11 years apart. And
Okay.
so he was already, when our mom had passed, he was already 16.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was, already headed out the door, so it was just me left there to learn to figure out life on my own and to
Yeah.
navigate and, to build a character. And that's basically what I had to do. I had to build a character and go in
Right.
straight survival mode early
Right.
on.
Right. Before we get into that, your fiance is here. Just want to let you know. He's telling you to stay strong, okay? When you say you go into character, what does that mean?
Being this person that everybody has assumed that's just Keisha.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, aggressive, ready to throw up hands, whoop, ask
Mm-hmm.
questions later.
Right.
Um, just, straight survival. That's just not who I am. Deep down, once the layers are, removed, I'm the most kindest, softest, very understanding human being. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, a lot of people did not know that because I had to build up this wall or this character to push people away to where they will only get, but so close to me to say, well, I can't do that to Keisha because she's gonna go off,
Mm-hmm.
and that was
Yeah.
even earlier on, when I was young, so it's just I had to always be this kind of like I would say Superman or Wonder Woman. I had to be in character at all
Mm-hmm.
times, just as my defense, mechanism, just to protect me because I didn't have nobody protecting me.
Yeah.
And
I,
so,
I often find this whole angry black woman, that stigma that gets attached to us. Usually, when you get to know women like that, you realize they've been through a whole lot of shit, and it's there for a reason. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? Yeah.
exactly.
And no, people just don't bother really to dive deep. Sometimes, how did Gary dive deep? How did he break those walls?
And I share the story, babe. He's been diving for 20 plus years. We've been friends for 20 plus years. And
Okay.
so, but he just really learned. He just really learned me over the last, I'm gonna say, 4 to 5 years.
Mm, that's
So,
crazy.
right,
That's
exactly,
crazy. Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, he giving you the hand pounds. So you go through this at 5 to 7, and then 8 years old. What? Who comes into the house?
So at 8 years old, my dad met someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and then she and her children had moved into the home,
Mm-hmm.
and here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
But this time is with the same sex.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wake up and the person is on top of you, and
Mm-hmm.
you're like, "Am I supposed to say something, or is this supposed to be something that is normal?"
Right.
So again, you don't know how to really, you don't know how to take it. You know what I mean? You just don't know how to digest what has happened. someone violating you and just doing what they feel is, I guess, normal for them,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so you
Yeah.
just I act like it didn't happen and still walk with a fake smile. But
Right.
deep down, I was really like I was hurt because
Mm-hmm.
once again I was put into a position to now I have to learn how to protect me again.
Right. So there was no one you felt comfortable with telling, or did you tell someone and nothing happened?
I never told a soul, to be honest with you. The
Mm-hmm.
one person who I would have shared it with, which was my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
She lived in a household with us um, up until I was 7, and that was like right after my mom died. She was there taking care of me and my brother,
Yeah.
for a long period of time. And then, once, my father was now a widow, he was looking for another one,
Yeah.
and so,
So Kiki, wait, pause right quick. Because usually my Facebook, the comments should be coming up too, and people are saying that the sound isn't sounding right. So what we're gonna do, everyone, we're gonna close the live and then come back.
okay,
So just stay right. It's gonna be on the same platforms that you guys
okay,
are on. So this video will just end and then we'll just go live again. Okay.
okay.
Okay.